Yo, welcome everybody. This is JBM, better known as Jungle Boy Montana, and this is Jungle Boy TV. It's a long way coming. Man, we've been trying to work down this avenue for so long. It's just so many obstacles came about. Um, Man, we've been boxing, we've been working, we've been investing, we've been trying to do a lot of stuff, but we finally here now. We finally here, and it feels amazing. It feels good to finally go down this avenue that I've been thinking about and dreaming about for a while now. So it's good to finally get it started, man. And I'm gonna start off with this hard work. Now, some folks gonna be like, yeah, hard work, it'll take you a long way. But let me really speak on why I say hard work with a little story. Alright, y'all, look, in the fourth grade now, man, I won a lottery for $20 million. I tell this story to everybody. I won a lottery for $20 million, bro. And the name of the game was, you got to match the scratch off. It had to go 21 across the whole scratch off. So we're going to do some quick math here, y'all. Everyone, please tell me, what's 19 plus 2?
21.
If the answer isn't 21, get the fuck out of here. I got 21 across the whole scratch off, man. 20 million, 20K every week for 20 years. You break down, you do the math, you get 20 million, bro. Man, I won 20 million when I was in the fourth grade, bro. And the reason why, I really knew, one, because I knew math. Two, bro, it just, when you get those type of blessings, you feel like there's a different aura that comes about. You can just feel it. Like, I just felt like I was Charlie in the movie, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So, yeah, man, I felt that aura, bro. Everything just was, everything was just so good and pleasant around me, bro. So I ended up giving the ticket to my pops, obviously, because I couldn't buy the ticket and I couldn't cash the ticket. So he bought the ticket for me, and when I won, I tried to give him to cash the ticket. But he tells me, no, I didn't win. Son, you didn't win. It's not 21, it's 20. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, 19 plus 2 is 21. And he looked at it for a second, and he just kept telling me, like, nah, you didn't win, son. You didn't win. So instead of just going with my move, I'm like, this is my pops. He ain't going to steer me in the wrong direction. I'm going to just trash it. It's a losing ticket. I'm going to just trash it. And I know some people going, well, why didn't you give it to your mother? Well, if she was around, I would have gave it to her. But, it is what it is, bro. But from that point forward, I had to work for everything I got now. I had to work for everything. So, you know, I don't think it was a mistake that I didn't cash that ticket in, because I had to learn the hard way that everything you want in life, you got to work hard for it. And I believe that now. I've met so many friends with it. I've met so many enemies with it. You know, I've got plenty of opportunities with just working hard and, having a good work ethic in life. So, man, I regret nothing. But with that being said, you got to work hard for what you want. And Pops, if you see this, it was 21. With all that being said, let's get to the first video. All right, y'all. So look, we're going to do it simple today. Something we can all discuss, that we kind of all feel the same about. White people food. Now, I had some white people that can cook before. It was pretty good. And you got some that you just don't want to touch. Can't look at, and it just hurts your stomach. So, we're going to get into it, see what they got. Check it out.
White people food.
See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at what's going on, man. What is this? What is this? Is this peanuts with caramel on a tortilla? Get them out of here. I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, look at this, bro. This is the type of food that you see on them reels with them Indians making on them booths, bro. This is the type of food right there, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Bro, what is this? It looked like a glizzy covered in chocolate, but it's black pudding made with blood. All right. Listen, me and my friends got this saying that, and it goes like this: send them to the Ark of Safety. What is the Ark of Safety? Just know it ain't nothing good. Send them to the Ark of Safety right now. Send them there right now, bro. This is what they deserve. Send them to the Ark of Safety, bro.
One of the internet's favorite jokes of all time has been dunking on unseasoned, undercooked, barely edible slop that children of Yaqub like to call food. It's not hard to find countless of examples of people posting culinary monstrosities such as these, and subsequently writing comments about how white people can't season food even if it killed them. Hell, if anything, it makes you understand why the British became the best sailors in the world. However, I am here to say that that's not really the case and dispel the myths about the incapabilities of Caucasian people in the kitchen. As white people food is much more than the failed attempts of morbid obesity and Freedom Land.
My God. Did you need all that burger? My God. Did you need all that burger, bruh? Look at this
people in the kitchen. As white people food is much more than the failed attempts of
and I guarantee you now, none of it is seasoned. Bro, look at bro hands. Bro, look at bro hands. That shit crazy. This is diabolical.
Morbid obesity and Freedom Land at Culinary Arts. To start off, the schema of white people food originates from America. Most usually it is associated with incorporating very plain ingredients such as bread, cheese, cream, potatoes, and potentially some sort of unseasoned meat. Most usually the dishes that would be considered white would be things such as a bologna sandwich, potato salad, some sort of casserole, or just basic stuff like slightly salted steamed.
Look at this, bro. Look at it. That just looks disgusting. Nothing about that looks appealing, bro. And get y'all uncles and aunties and grandmas out the kitchen, bro. Please. Let's get them back to the good old days of keeping their ass out the kitchen, bro. This not it. At all.
Or boiled vegetables with barely salted chicken breast. Usually when these dishes are compared to the cuisines of other peoples in America, such as India.
Of course. Of course. You got Sinbad in the kitchen cooking with his brother. Finna start a house fire with the that you see off the streets. Get them out of here.
Indians, Latinos, Africans, and the Chinese. A lot of it seems underwhelming and laughable, as the others are rich in color, smell, and flavor. However, these types of dishes are quite the tiny sample of white cuisine. A lot of these types of dishes that I mentioned first found their origin from Northern European settlers, such as the English, Irish, Germans, and Scandinavians, who were mainly at the time disenfranchised peasants. Because of their poverty, many couldn't afford to cook with anything else other than the most basic of ingredients. Their climate didn't help that much either, as there was also a smaller extent of produce that could be grown in their native countries of origin. Later,
I mean, you can't really knock them for trying. I mean, they didn't really have nothing, so you gotta kind of make do with what you got in a sense. But bro, like, it's not hard to season food. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard unless they got, what is it, Parkinson's, where they be shaking. Like, that might help them a little bit more just with the disease itself. The disease should help. The disease should help with the seasoning. brother, sisters, y'all have no sense of understanding when it comes to seasoning. Please season the food correctly. Please, it's not hard.
Later on, after the Second World War, America experienced a boom of new ways of food processing and making, which gave birth to stuff such as the trusted American
Man,
Jello,
what is this that I am seeing? What is this? Bro, what was that? What was that I just seen? And then what does she got? Is this cheese whiz in a can? Bro, get them out of here, bro. Was this a snack? Get
canned
them out of here.
cheese, and infamous long-lasting sliced bread. Convenient,
Okay.
sure, but also a cardinal sin against God and everything holy.
Can
But
bread.
again,
I remember
these
that
are just
episode.
a very few nitpicked examples and not really representative of the whole cuisine. White people food essentially comes from European cuisine, and much like any region in the world, Europe's cuisine is quite distinct from the others.
Yes,
Now,
it is.
first to tackle the main elephant in the room, seasoning. Despite the popular
Well, let's learn something new today.
stereotype of white people not seasoning their food, this simply isn't the case. Again, due to Europe's overall climate, which isn't the best for growing most spice plants, the cuisine had to implement less exotic spices. While in Indian and Middle Eastern cuisines, it is common to use turmeric, red pepper, saffron, and curry, Europe implements more of salt, black pepper, rosemary, paprika, dill, nettle seed, and horseradish as their
Well, that's a
main
lot of
spice.
seasoning. So
Most
what
of
do
the
white
spices
people
implemented
in America
European
use
cooking
then?
are much more subtle and
If
intended to
Europeans
bring
use
out
all
more of
that,
the main ingredients as
what do we
flavor
use
rather
over
than
here for our
overwhelm the
white
dish with
folks?
its own aroma. In League of Legends terms, spices in Indian cuisine would be the main carry, while in European, they play more of a support role. Even though they're not the most exciting of spices, they're still important even though they're not the main component that carries the dish.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I've had some European dishes before that was, very unique, flavorful. I wouldn't say that it was a support, but to each his own.
Cuisine's main strength is the freshness of the ingredients and the techniques used to cook the dishes.
What is this? What is this? Somebody, please tell me. All the folks in Europe, or anyone that might know the answer, what is this? Because I know this is not burger patties sitting in blood still, soaked in blood. I just know this is not it. So please, somebody inform me. I'm not one of those guys that's just not willing to, learn. Somebody please tell me what this is. This is unappealing.
Although Europe's climate definitely wasn't its friend when it came to growing exotic spices,
Then
it
I'm
is
sure
quite
she ain't
useful when
washing
it
her
comes
hands
to
neither.
preserving ingredients due to its lower temperatures, which as a result gives the meat, veggies, or any other dish a much juicier and fresher taste. One of the main reasons why spices
Send him to the Aka safety right now.
were used as much as they were is because of the hot temperatures. As the heat can often get quite out of control in many parts of Asia and Africa, spices were used a lot of the time to preserve food for longer periods of time, and even sometimes to mask the taste of it if it went bad. While in Europe, the climate and different techniques of preservation helped it last longer and improve its taste. Europe and many
Okay.
parts of North America
Now we
also have
learning.
a lot of farming land rich
Now we
in minerals
learning.
and nutrients, such as black soil and volcanic dirt found in Italy, which also allowed for the growth of more juicier ingredients. However, another thing that plays a role in the freshness of Europe's produce today is also the regulation of food. The EU, although quite often can be quite a bureaucratic pain in the ass, also has quite strict food regulations compared to the US, which definitely help in benefiting the taste of the local cuisines. So even though dishes between America and Europe are shared, America's quality of white people food can be quite lower due to the amount of preservatives and other additives in food products, which as a result can mess with the final taste and texture of the dish. This doesn't only extend to proper dishes but junk foods as well, as there
Okay, so far all I learned is that um in Europe they just do a lot of stuff different over here than the US, which is true. would be why a lot of our foods are banned over there in their country. Makes sense. So now we learning. Now we're learning.
Their quality and taste can vary quite a bit between the two continents. Just look at the sizes between American and European chickens and cows.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy as hell. We got a lot of big chickens. Look at this. My grandparents wouldn't eat these size chickens, bro. At all. No wonder why we so fat.
And the ingredients and additive list.
Come on, bro. The jokes write themselves. What is this? My guy got the blue Takis with blue food dye eating a bunch of noodles. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. That's a hefty doctor bill if I knew it.
And chips, soda, and other junk foods. However, arguably the main thing that characterizes European food is technique. In India, one of the main techniques is to first fry up the spices to draw out their aroma. In Japan, the ikejime method is used when slaughtering and cleaning out a fish to preserve its freshness and flavor. Meanwhile, in Europe, much of its culinary techniques originate from France and are intended to chemically alter the ingredients and bring out their flavors, such as sautéing, flambeing, grilling, frying ingredients in animal fat, and poaching. Another major difference between European cuisines and that of non-European cuisines is speed. In many Asian cuisines, a large number of dishes...
This is what I was talking about, bro. This is exactly what I was talking about right here. Look at it. Bro, it's a bunch of nothing in a a big wok pan. And what are they doing? You couldn't even tell me none of the food that's in that pot besides rice. And you couldn't even tell me what type of rice that was. I don't even think that was eggs that they just poured in there. What is in a bag? What is in the other wok bowl over there? What is going on here, bro?
Are intended to be made fast and efficiently, while in European they take a longer time as they have to go through several processes or be slow cooked to
no seasoning.
Draw out the flavors, as is the case for many stews, soups, and chorbas. Of course, this doesn't mean that other cuisines don't have similar processes for some of their dishes as well. Japanese food can also take a bit of preparation, as well as Chinese. I mean, Peking duck and ramen don't just get snapped into existence. It is quite a tedious process to make both, and there are many other dishes from various other non-European countries that also take an eternity to prepare. And I don't want to imply that dishes prepared faster are somehow inferior. I mean, we've all been hungover at one point, and kebabs and tacos tasted like
agreed. Not gonna lie to you.
Herself.
Plenty of nights like
this
that.
Style of longer dish preparation is more prevalent in European style
that look
of cooking
good.
And serves a similar function to spices in
that
more Eastern cuisine.
That does not look good. What is that? What is that? Look. Why the screen is paused for a second? Please. Read the sign in the back. Now, I ain't saying it don't taste good. I don't know. I never tried it. But will I ever try it? No. A big no. A big fuck no at that.
As both methods intend to add flavor to the food. European cooking also relies quite a bit on sauces. Some of the most important sauces in the cuisine are velouté, hollandaise, bechamel, tomato, and espagnole. In more eastern cuisines of the continent, condiments such as mustard, mayo, and sour cream also play an important role in drawing out the flavors. It is also worthy to mention that sauce making is no easy task. A lot of the time, it is quite a time-intensive process where the control of heat, the amount of ingredients, and the way of mixing are of utmost importance. As a result, in a casual setting, this step might be skipped from time to time, or substituted with a lower effort or industrially made sauce. In Eastern and Northern Europe, pickling and smoking meats are also two popular techniques.
Now, see, I ain't gonna lie, man. When it comes to smoking meat, a lot of people can mess up on this. So I ain't gonna lie. That'll kind of push me away from eating certain people foods, bro. Because if you don't know how to smoke meat, I don't want no beef jerky. I don't want it to be too tough. I want it to be tender. I want it to be as soon as I bite into it, the juices just come out. You know what I'm saying? And it need to be spicy. You ain't gonna catch me eating nothing regular. I need everything spicy. For real. If it ain't snot dripping down my nose, my lips not burning, I don't want it.
Due to the even lower temperatures here and a shorter
Look at him
growing season,
grinding meat
the
up.
people from these regions had to adapt when it came to preserving food for the winter. As a result, pickling vegetables and fish became a signature of their cuisines. Smoking meats also became a popular method as it made it last for a much longer time. And although not a lot of seasoning is utilized in the making of these types of dishes except for a bit of salt, dill, and vinegar, these processes drastically changed the chemical composition of the foods that new flavors were brought out which rendered spice unnecessary. Instead of having these represent white cuisine, here are some examples that are quite popular and a much better representation. In Germany, a popular dish is pork tenderloin smothered in sauteed onion.
Okay, look, that look good. That look good. I ain't gonna lie to you. That looks good. I don't know what they got going on over here in the good old US of A, but that look good.
And mustard.
I can
This
get with
dish
that.
utilizes all characteristics
Look
of
tender,
European
look
cuisine,
saucy.
as the tenderloin is baked for a while and then covered
Okay,
in a sauce made
I
of
can get with
onions,
that.
mustard, and dill. A popular side dish with meat there is also braised red cabbage, which is
Okay,
additionally infused with apples to add extra sweetness and bacon for the savoriness. The country also has a variety of breads and pastries that all differ quite
I ain't
substantially
really a
from one
pastry guy.
another and are composed of
You
delicate
can miss me
flavors
with
and
that.
textures.
It's
In
definitely
Italy,
white
a lot
people
of pride
food.
is taken in the pasta. There are so many varieties of it, and they're usually intended to be made fresh.
Pasta, one of my favorite. Just to let y'all know.
They can vary in flavor depending on the sauce used for them, such as the classic tomato sauce, which consists of mainly tomato and sometimes extra veggies such as onions and carrots, seasoned by basil or oregano,
Carrots.
or it can be carbonara, which is made up of parmesan, butter, garlic, and
I can
pancetta,
get with that.
or it
I
can
can rock
also
with
be
that.
infused with pesto, which is made of fresh
I
basil,
can rock with
garlic,
that.
pine nuts, and again, parmesan.
One thing that
Further,
the
these dishes
Italians can
can be
do, they can
combined with a
cook.
variety of
I
meats,
can rock with
smoked or
that.
fresh, or vegetarian options, and again, although not heavily seasoned, they taste divine. In Eastern Europe, a variety of dumpling dishes are popular, such as pierogi in Poland and cepelina in Lithuania. However, in Russia, for example, the main dumplings are pelmeni. They are made by putting minced meat consisting of pork, lamb, beef, or
With
even
all this
fish
touching of
with
meat and
onions,
dough,
garlic,
I
and
really
pepper
hope they
into
wash their
a
hands,
basic
bro.
dough made of flour and water. After
I
being
really do.
boiled, they are served with a dipping sauce of sour cream or mayonnaise dip mixed with dill. And although
Mayonnaise
kind of
dip
basic, it
mixed
is
with
quite
dill.
cozy to eat
That
on a
I can't
cold,
get
snowy
with.
day. Georgia, although European, sticks out from the status quo as within its cuisine it implements quite a bit of spice and seasoning.
See,
For
that's what I'm talking
example, its
about.
most popular dish, king kali, a soup dumpling, is heavily spiced.
That's
Its
what I like to
minced
see.
meat is seasoned with cayman, cumin, saturasia, chili pepper, and onions. It's then
That's what I
twisted
like to
into a
see.
simple dough where the meat releases its juices and creates a broth within the dumpling, which again is of divine taste. In Denmark, a known cold, wet, and forgotten by the sun country, a popular dish is stegt flask, a fried pork belly garnished with boiled potatoes dressed in parsley sauce. Again, not the most seasoned, however, with frying out the pork belly,
It looked
its
pretty
fat is
good. I'm not
released,
gonna lie to
which
you.
is perfectly paired with the boiled potatoes and sauce, which all serve to accentuate the taste of the main ingredient. When it comes to long-cooked savory dishes, some of the best examples consist of the Italian ossobuco or the French boeuf bourguignon, which just take it to a whole other level. However, within Central Europe, none other is king than the Hungarian paprikash. The dish is made up of cut up chicken thigh that is nicely cooked within a sauce made of broth, sour cream, tomato juice, and seasoned with paprika, and then served with freshly made egg noodles.
Y'all ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just really just looking at the screen. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I don't know. I just can't get into it, bro. It just some of it just don't look appealing, and some of it do. But I personally I can't get into it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I admit to you, I was just zoning out for the last minute or two because I was thinking about some other stuff. This just does not look appealing, bro, whatsoever. All the other stuff was cool at first, but then when you switch it up, and it just doesn't. It doesn't. It's not appealing. I feel like my statement still stands. White people food, get them out of here.
known as Nokeli. And there are so many other examples to name. So to say that this is white people food just doesn't do justice to the cuisine, as there is so much more to it than just spice. Anyways, let me know what you think. What are your favorite dishes? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you to all the members who support my work. If you wish to support me as well, consider becoming a member like them, or check out theironicsshop.com, where you can support me by purchasing some of my merch, like my shirts or board games.
I'll cop a shop.
My name is
I'll cop a shirt, bro.
Ironically in Europe.
Cop a shop. What was I talking about? Alright, y'all. My statement still stands. Argue with your mammy. I don't care. But this concludes the first video. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Like I said, turn it up a notch. Have fun and be happy to have y'all along the journey with me, so we can, I don't know. But this concludes the first video. I appreciate y'all. God bless. Have a nice day.